Hello, everyone. This is Bjorn Speed Strid from Soilwork, and you're listening to Collision on Voice FM.
How prepped are you getting for Australia right now? I mean, like, you got any more shows before you come here, or is it all prep mode now?
It's all prep mode. I'm gonna go down to rehearsal room today to sing through the set, get the pipes going a little bit, and because we just recently did a European tour, so we're still sort of warm. So I don't think we're gonna rehearse before the Australian tour. So we're just rehearsing on our own, and then we're meeting up in Australia.
Yep. You mentioned you just toured Europe, but you've actually, since the release of the album, The Ride Majestic in August, you've toured the US as well. Like, you've pretty much toured the whole time.
Yes, correct. So we've only had January off, so we'll be rehearsing on our own, and then we'll meet up in Australia.
Yeah. You were only doing a few songs off the album. Have you been adding tracks from the album during the run of shows?
We've been trying out some different songs, and I think we'll end up doing like 4 or 5 from the new album in Australia.
Awesome. I don't think I've actually ever asked you before, is there something in particular that you look forward to when you do come to Australia?
Coconut ice.
Coconut ice.
Yeah, I really love coconut ice. It's so bad for you, but it's really good. That and cherry ripe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a dark chocolate cherry ripe.
Yes, and that has become a thing in Australia. People keep throwing, because they know now that I like cherry ripe, so they're throwing like cherry ripe bars on stage whenever we play in Australia. It's pretty funny. And there was one kid who actually sent me a huge box to my home address in Sweden as well, with cherry ripes from Australia.
Wow. Did you wonder how he got your home address?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that now, but
I guess you've dealt with it for a long time, because Soilwork have been at the top of the game for quite a long time now. But because I do a lot of interviews, I have a few fallback questions, and one that I never used on you, and now I wish I had, is, do you have any other creative pursuits other than music? And I saw something about you being a tattoo artist.
Oh, you found that out too, did you? Yeah. Well, I mean, I am definitely not a tattoo artist. Basically, it was one of the guys who's doing guest vocals on the new album. He's from my hometown, and we kind of reconnected, when recording this album. And he really wanted to kind of celebrate it with getting a Soilwork tattoo. And he wanted me to do some of the lines just to, be a part of it. And that was kind of scary, because I never done that before, but it turned out good in the end. So, but I wouldn't call myself a tattoo artist, no. But anything else? I've always been trying really hard to find a hobby that doesn't involve like music, and it's really, really hard, because I'm thinking music all the time. And I don't know. Well, I used to play hockey, but I kind of missed that. I should pick it up again.
Yeah, because when you do have time off the road, you do take like a year or so from actual touring, don't you?
Pretty much, yeah. And that's usually all songwriting and try to get in shape and all of that, and try to eat healthy and stay away from alcohol, I guess.
Well, hockey could help you stay fit.
That is true, yeah. I should pick it up again. I mean, all my old teammates are trying to get me out there again, and the rink, the hockey arena. It's like, come on, every Sunday, come on, you can do it. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, but I'm going on tour, and then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just do it.
It just occurred to me, you're talking about ice hockey.
Yes.
Because you're in Sweden.
Yes.
See, in Australia, when you talk hockey, it's more running around on grass.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, what do you call that? Is that land hockey? What is it? What is it called?
We just call that hockey.
Really?
And then we call ice hockey ice hockey.
All right. So, okay, just make sure it's ice hockey, nothing else.
Yeah. I actually did think of another question that I wanted to ask, because, from the fans' point of view and that, we don't ever get to see what it's like from the stage. But is there something that you've seen from the stage that is really, like, you just won't ever forget you saw that?
Yes, I have seen that. When we played Salt Lake City in Utah, there was a guy coming in and getting into the mosh pit with a hatchet. That was insane. I mean...
Really?
But yeah, he was out of it. It was a bunch of guards coming in right away and throwing him out of the venue. But he decided to mosh with a hatchet.
Oh, so he wasn't, like, going after people. He just had it in his hand.
Yeah, I had this in his hand, but who knows what he would have done in the end? I don't know. It was it was pretty scary.
Yeah, definitely would have been. So I'm sure there won't be any hatchets getting into any of the Australian shows, which I can't believe how close they are. It's only the 10th of February. That's next week.
Yeah, we're only a few days.
On Wednesday. And then I've seen you're actually going, you do, of course, have New Zealand shows, but then you're going on to Japan as well.
Yeah, in Korea.
Korea. Have you played Korea before?
We have played Korea, but it was 12 years ago. We played a festival in Busan, South Korea, like on a beach. It was really, really cool, actually. But this is the first time playing Seoul.
Right. I was wondering too about the supports. Like, I haven't seen a lot about them. I've seen you've got a Version's Crown with you in Sydney.
Yeah, I think they're doing the whole Australian tour.
They're doing the whole thing. Oh, that's good to know then. It's Soilwork and a Version's Crown.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask, because you did tell me last time we spoke that Death in General was your favourite track off the album when it comes to performing it live.
Yeah.
And you've got a pretty awesome film clip for that. Where was that filmed?
It was filmed in Joshua Tree in California, in the desert. That was such a cool experience. It's probably top 5 experiences in my life, I would say. It was, wow. Yeah, it was something else.
Did you film that like when you were doing shows in America, or do you go over there specially to make the film clip?
We did that in the very end of the tour. Our last show was at the Whiskey in Hollywood, and then in the morning, we got up 5 a.m. the day after and went into the desert 3 hours east from Los Angeles.
And had a ball.
Yes, very much so.
As long as you're doing music, you're having fun though, aren't you?
Yeah, usually. Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah. I've got the dates in front of me now. You're at the Rosemont in Perth on the 10th of February, and then on the 12th you're in Adelaide at the Gov. The 13th you're in Newstead in Queensland at the Trifford, and the 15th at Max Watts in Sydney, the 16th at 170 Russell in Melbourne, and then the 18th at the Power Station in Auckland. So you've only got a couple of days off in there.
Yeah, I believe 2, and then in Auckland we'll have 2 full days off, which is really cool, before we head to Japan.
This is your first time going to Auckland, New Zealand?
Yes, it is. So I'm really excited about that.
So probably on your days off in Australia, you'll probably try and relax a little bit and then do a bit of sightseeing in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be, yeah.
Yeah. And can I ask then, because it is nearly tour time, the tour's starting this week, so how long do you perform on stage, generally around an hour?
Around like 1:20 maybe.
All right. So people are definitely getting their money's worth.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, have you got a new single planned for release very soon? Because at the moment there's still only the 2 singles released off the album, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it, and there might be a 3rd single and maybe a video. We're thinking about maybe doing some road footage and putting it together. Would be cool, I think, because we're doing Australia and New Zealand for the first time, and then we're doing India this summer for the first time. So there might be some really cool footage to put into make it kind of like like a road tour video, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. And I hear the scene like for heavy bands and that in India is pretty massive, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I will tell people that they can find you at facebook.com/soilwork or at soilwork.org. I definitely look forward to seeing you on the 16th of February in Melbourne at 170 Russell. That's going to be an awesome show. And I'd recommend anyone to grab your tickets quickly.
For sure. Go get them.
And livenation.com.au the tickets are available from. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day.
Thank you, you too, and thanks for calling.
Bye.
See you.